JAMB.
Good afternoon. Here's the national news from BGI TV, Baba Gbagedemo TV. I am Sanut Olakomi Ajikade. First, here the major headlines for the national news. We have digitized all processes in civil service, says Dasuki. How Dibu Ojeride used me to embezzle public funds, ex-JAMB director. Kidnapping. DSS testifies against sacking Fulani of Kwara State. 27 died in Nasarawa explosion. Unknown gunmen kidnap popular traditional ruler. Kaduna. Bandits reject 5.3 million naira ransom paid with old notes, says deadline near. And lastly, on sports. Falcons to face Mexico, Colombia, and Costa Rica. Now hear the news in details. Director General, Bureau of Public Service Reforms, Dasuki Ibrahim Arabi, has told us it has commenced a master plan to digitize all its processes and implement strategies to encourage inclusivity in the public service. Dasuki on Wednesday says the Bureau has introduced some processes in public financial management that has made Nigerian Federal Public Service one of the leading drivers in use of technology through transparency and accountability. He made this known at the Human Capital Strategy Forum, organized by Bratton's Business School, with the theme inclusive workplace, workforce motivation, and performance. Dasuki also disclosed that BPSR had developed an application to enable auditors to work online through an open portal. He identified IPPIS, single treasury account, and BVN as some of the reforms that have helped manage the human resource aspects of his strategy, where the date of entry and exit of a civil servant can be easily detected and traced. We have developed an application to enable auditors to audit us online. Through the open portal, they can sit down in the office of the Accountant General and audit the accounts of any ministry, department, or agency, he said. Jimoh Olabisi, a former deputy director, Joint Admission and Matriculation Board, on Wednesday, alleged that Dibu Ojeride, the board's ex-registrar, instructed him to have a bank account through which the federal government money was diverted. Mr. Olabisi, who stood as a witness of the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, told Justice Obiora Okwatu of the Abuja Division of the Federal High Court. The ex-JAMB staff told the court during cross-examination by Mr. Ojeride's lawyer, Ibrahim Isiaku San, that he was in charge of opening accounts of the agency. He admitted opening an account in the name of JAMB J.O. Olabisi in a commercial bank on the instruction of Mr. Ojeride, through which funds were moved out from the government coffer. I explained in one of my appearances there the account was opened following the agreement between the defendant and myself of a way of deviating from what we were using NECO. An operative of the Department of State Security Service, Femi Babalola, has told the court that the sacking Fulani of Kwara State, Adamu Ibrahim, confessed to have masterminded the abduction of one Abdubakar Amadu and collected 1 million naira ransom for his release in a statement he volunteered at the DSS office in Ilorin. Babalola disclosed this while testifying before Justice Adenike Akipelu of the Kwara State High Court, saying Abubakar Amadu in his voluntary statement that he was forced into a private vehicle belonging to one Ibrahim Saum, blindfolded with his hands tied, and taken it to a detention facility under the instruction of Ado, where he was kept until 10th of August when he was released to his family. And this led to the invitation of an alleged kidnapper, Usman Adamu, on the 11th to our office. In a statement, he confessed to have staged the abduction of Abubakar, noted that the ransom was agreed upon at the instance of his brother Idrisa Adamu, and the meeting was held inside Gide's house. 27 Fulani pastoralists was confirmed dead in a bomb explosion between Nasarawa and Benue State in Doma local government area. Rahman Nasser, the public The police public relations officer disclosed this on Wednesday. He narrated that the sad incident occurred on Tuesday in the Rukubi community of Doma local government area. He said it is unfortunate that such a thing happened. 27 of the X-men were killed after a bomb exploded in Doma local government area. The police and other security agencies are working to understand what led to the attack and track down those involved in the act. Nasarawa State Governor Abdullahi Sule had commented on the incident which led to the death, vowing to bring to justice those involved in the case. The government urged the Fulani to remain calm, saying that the state government was working with the Benue state government to provide a lasting solution to the constant attack on people along the Nasarawa or Benue borders. Government has kidnapped Joshua Amadu, the district head of Chawai in Kawa local government area of Kaduna State. Politics Nigeria report that Amadu's abduction was confirmed on Wednesday by Abel Adamu, president of the Chawai Development Association. Adamu, in a statement signed by Raphael Joshua, public relations officer of the CDA, said the traditional ruler was kidnapped Tuesday night by unknown gunmen who invaded the house of Sambina. It was reported that the kidnappers stormed the house of the traditional ruler in their numbers around 9:30 p.m. and took him away, Adamu said. Furthermore, the CDA president expressed his dismay over the situation. Already relevant authorities and heads of security operatives on special duty in the chiefdom has been duly informed and have already swung into action to rescue the traditional ruler. We are calling on all sons and daughters of Tilson land or prayed for the safe return of the district head. Bandits have turned down a 5.3 million naira ransom which was paid to them with old naira notes. They said the old notes will soon cease to become a legal tender hence their decision to reject it. Recall that the leader of the bandits who raided Azara, Janjala and Kadira communities in Kaduna State on December 12, 2022 and kidnapped 7 people asked the relatives of the victims to return the old naira notes when they bought them for ransom payment. Instead of it, he ordered for foodstuff, drugs and wine before freeing 2 nurses' mother and 3 men among the abducted 11 people from Azara community in Kashia local government area. A relative to one of the victims, Aruna Saiba, confirmed the release of the 2 women and 3 men to the newsboy of the Wednesday. He explained that the family members and relatives of the victims raised 5.3 million naira for bandits, but that the money was rejected by their leaders when he discovered that it was in old naira notes. Sebau added that the remaining victims were still in captivity as the bandits has insisted on collecting new naira notes from their family members. And lastly, on sports. The Super Falcons of Nigeria will take part in a 4-nation tournament tagged Revelation Cup Mexico. CompleteSport.com reports. This was revealed in a press conference held in Mexico today and published on the Mexico national team's Twitter handle. According to the organizer of the tournament, it will hold from February 15 to 22 and 23 in 2023. The tournament will be in round-robin format, and the team with the most points will emerge the winner. The Falcons will compete against host Mexico, Costa Rica, and Colombia in the tournament. And that concludes the national news for this hour. But before we go, here's some of the major headlines once again. We have digitized all processes in civil service, says Dasuki. How Dibu Ojerinde used me to embezzle public funds, ex-JAMB director. Kidnapping. DSS testifies against Sakins Fulani of Kwara State. 27 died in Nasarawa explosion. Unknown government kidnapped popular traditional ruler. To join us on all our social media handles on Facebook at Gbagedemo with Alawiye Adebayo, please follow the page and share the page. And on Instagram at Gbagedemo_22. Please follow the page and share the page as well. and on YouTube as Baba Gbagedemo TV. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn your post notification bell. For your adverts, please call the number displaying on the screen. Thanks so much for always watching our news on VGI TV. I'm Sanuto Olakomi Ajikade. Bye for now.
Audio JAMB. Audio JAMB.